We are here at Maine Studios with Arianna Stefanilo. She is the executive chef over at the Makers Galley, which is on Commercial Street in Portland. What are we making today?
Today we are going to be making a chicken skewer for a Super Bowl party with a yogurt dip that we are going to season with seasoning from Scourdough that is located on 4th Street in Portland, Maine.
All right, so how do we start this?
So we're going to just take some cut up chicken thigh that I have, and we're going to add like a neutral oil to it and also the Scourdough seasoning and some salt and pepper, and we're going to skewer them and then bake them off. So I'm just doing a regular salt and pepper rub on it just to give it like that initial seasoning. And then we have the Scourdough seasoning, which has all of your normal things like garlic powder and onion powder, and it also has some blueberry in it, some thyme and paprika as well.
Ooh, okay.
So it gives a nice, well-rounded flavor. All right, so I'm just gonna mix this initially with the salt and pepper, just to make sure that that's evenly coated in that seasoning with a little bit of oil. And then we're gonna add around maybe 2 tablespoons to start, because you can always add more, but you can never take away from that.
Always a good reminder there, yes.
So it's a little sticky, so I would loosen it up at first and then sprinkle that right in there. And then we're just gonna mix that, let it sit for a few minutes while we make our yogurt sauce here, and then we're going to bake these off and just plate them. Super simple, and nobody likes to make long dishes on a Super Bowl day.
No,
you want to enjoy
easy,
the game.
Exactly. All right, so we'll mix that up some more. And you can already smell it. It smells so good.
It's one of our favorites. Everybody that comes into our establishment asks about the chicken, and that's one of the biggest questions I always get as a chef is how to cook chicken, and this is just super simple because they're really small cuts, so it only takes about 20 minutes to bake.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that makes it easy.
Yeah. So we're going to fill the skewer right up, so however much you want to put on there.
All right. Jab it in there. And this is super easy. So you have like kids at home too. They could help you probably, although.
Yes, and I'm just using a basic bamboo skewer. We're going to bake these off for about 20 minutes until they're golden brown on the outside and they're cooked all the way through. I do want to mention that chicken thigh is a little bit harder to cook because it is a darker meat, so people tend to be a little bit more scared about it because when you poke into the center of it, it still looks raw, but you'll get the hang of it the more you do it.
Okay. Keep that in mind. Yeah.
So these are what the chicken skewers look like when they come out of the oven.
Okay.
There will be a little
done.
bit of liquid on the bottom there, and I would suggest saving that for some type of stock or some type of cooking liquid to use for a different time because it's absolutely delicious.
Smell them though.
I know
I keep saying that, but it smells so good.
So right here I have just regular yogurt. You can use an alternative yogurt. You can really use anything that you want for a creamy consistency. You can use sour cream if you'd like as well. So I'm just pretty much gonna dump the rest of this seasoning in here and then mix it up, and we're just gonna put that right in the center of the plate here just to serve as a dip. And if you did want to loosen it up for any reason, you could add something like lemon juice or a little bit of water or lime juice, kind of whatever. The acid will change the flavor a little bit. We kind of like the subtleties of just using this seasoning in general. And it also does create this really nice blue. You see how that's turning blue when you mix it?
Yeah.
The longer it sits, the more blueberry color will come out of that.
Nice.
And it's just a nice, really visual thing to do. We use that at the restaurant, and we kind of do like a little smear on the plate, and people really enjoy that. And you know, using blueberry products is my favorite because we're in the land of the blueberries.
Right? Now, would you add salt and pepper to that or anything, or just stick to the spices?
You would just stick to the spices, and like I said, if you wanted to add a little bit of that citrus to make it pop a little bit more, then I would suggest that, but I like the simplicity of it. That's kind of what we're all about at the Makers Galley, is keeping things simple and delicious.
We love that too.
I'm just gonna put these right on the plate here, and then we can serve all of our friends.
Yum. And you'd obviously serve them warm.
Yes.
Nice. Oof, this looks so good. And we will have a recipe, everything you're gonna need to make these right on the 207 section of our website. We're gonna dig in, so we'll be right back.